It is 1 o'clock. Welcome back in. It's three-man front as we start our fourth and final hour here at Social Taco. Hope you'll join us next Tuesday if you didn't have an opportunity to come out and see us today. Another great crowd anywhere. Great crowd as usual here at Social Taco, and keep them in mind when you want the very best in Mexican cuisine here in Homewood.
Yeah, if you can't make it in on Tuesdays and we broadcast until 2 o'clock, you got the half-off happy hour, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. And when the weather gets nice, it's really nice out on the patio, but you can come inside during the winter months. And, of course, we've got brunch on the weekends, bottomless tapas brunch. You don't want to miss that. Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 2:30, socialtaco.bar for more information.
Joining us now on the Higginbotham Hotline, he joins us every Tuesday to talk about all sorts of things that's going on in the world. We call him Meat. He's also known by his birth name, which is Demetri. What's up, Demetri? How are you?
I'm good, boys. How are y'all?
You know, we're just hanging out at the best Mexican restaurant in Birmingham metropolitan area. Love for you to come and break some tortillas with us.
We're trying to
Tuesday.
find Tennessee a quarterback, Meat. You got any ideas?
Yeah, I say line up without a quarterback. Let's see how this goes, kicking it all the way old school. Like back before FDR said we had to pass the ball forward.
Yep. Go get yourself 4 or 5 running backs out of the portal and just do the Wildcat.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We're twitch pushing every play.
I'm going to ask you, I'm going to be all over with you. Of quote this tweeting a story from Awful Announcing today in regards to.
I swear to God, Pat, I just returned a text message about this very thing when Molly called me.
Did you really? Okay.
Yes.
So I wanted to get your opinion on this because I'm paraphrasing, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but basically Awful Announcing is saying that obviously there is some data out there that would suggest that Pat McAfee, since he has joined ESPN's Game Day show, that each year he has decreased in popularity with his, involvement with the show. And, of course, Burke Magnus, who's the vice president of ESPN, quote tweeted that and kind of took umbrage to it. Would you like to take it from there?
Yeah, so the data that Awful Announcing is citing is a reader poll of people that subscribe to The Athletic. People that subscribe to The Athletic are our age, right? I'm
right.
44, so like mid-40s and beyond. I don't think Pat McAfee is supposed to be popular with us. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the guy is full of energy and all of that stuff, and what he has chosen to do, he is very good at. I don't think you add him to College Game Day to get the Demetri Ravanoses and the Pat Smiths of the world to pay attention. You add him to Game Day to get Conrad Van Order to pay attention.
No, you're right. You're right.
Well, then is there somewhere Landrum's just left out in the cold? I don't even watch.
Actually, this is a direct quote from Burke Magnus. We'd prefer Landrum Roberts not watch.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
is there
straight from Bristol.
Is there one, as we're going through the list, and I hate to do it because we're part of broadcast, and some people just, they prefer others over you. I get it. I understand all of that. But is there one particular broadcaster, whether it's an analyst or in the play-by-play, or is it a combination, game comes on, you just can't listen to it?
I know this is sacrilege to some people. I always felt that way about Gary Danielson. I mean, I like Uncle Vern just fine, but when it became Brad and Gary, I couldn't wait for the SEC on CBS to end.
We've gotten a lot of Gary Danielson over the years. Pat especially has gotten a lot of Gary Danielson over the years.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm trying to think of the right way to say this, because I know that Gary has forgotten more football than I will ever know, but Gary talked to the audience as if they had just arrived on Earth.
Yeah.
And there were times it felt like Gary was getting paid by the word, and I didn't understand what it was we were doing here with his analysis.
He dumbed it down, and I think that was part of it, was dumbing it down and talking to a very knowledgeable, the most knowledgeable college football audience you're going to find anywhere, and that's SEC fans, and talking to them like kindergartners.
So my co-host on our Panthers podcast, This Team is Killing Us, her name is Lauren Brownlow, and she and I agree that when it comes to the NFL, Fox is punishing Panthers fans specifically by how many games they have Chris Myers call for us, because just the sound of his voice infuriates me.
Oh, Chris Myers.
Chris Myers' voice just doesn't, and I've been watching him for a long time, but Chris Myers just doesn't seem like the cadence, the inflection doesn't seem to go with a live sporting event anymore.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know why, because I know Chris Myers is not who I'm thinking of when I think of this, but he seems like a guy that would have been like doing field reports for Kurt Loder on MTV News. I know it's not Chris Myers that I'm thinking of, but there's someone that looked vaguely like Chris Myers that was in that world and then went to sports that I think of every time I see his stupid face.
You know, Kennedy, she got into politics.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, do you know that song Goo Goo Dolls' first hit, Name, was written about her?
Is that true?
That is true. No, Name. Name, not Iris. Name.
Oh.
Name was the first hit by the Goo Goo Dolls.
About Kennedy?
Off of their 1996 album, A Boy Named Goo.
That's correct. He had a crush on Kennedy, and he would go from Buffalo down to New York hoping to see Kennedy.
She had that nerdy look back in the day, but it was a nerdy, cute look.
There was a whole genre of woman that Kennedy and Janine Garofalo fell into that had their supporters far and away.
Yeah, Chris Connolly was the guy that went to sports,
Chris Conley. That's who it is.
That's who it was. Chris Conley. That's a good pull by you.
Well, I got given assist to Scott Brown, one of our former assistant producers.
Known it wasn't
on
you.
Feinbaum. He just texted me that.
Thanks,
so
Scott.
that was I did not take credit for that.
Yeah, that's
I
one
gave it
time.
to Scott.
One time. You're honest.
One time. But yeah, I was reading something the other day and I came across that about the Goo Goo Dolls and their first hit, and
Interesting.
And and you brought up Kennedy, and I was like, oh wow, how about that? Weird things we
is
talk
that
about
what
with
they sent
Demetri.
out? Is that what they sent out in the fan club literature?
You think about what MTV
Yes.
has cranked out for us, right? We got a transportation secretary that was once on The Real World.
Alan Hunter, who was one of the original VJs, is a Birmingham guy who helped start Workplay downtown Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. There was a Mark Goodman, another one of the original MTV VJs, does shows on like 13 different Sirius XM channels now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They keep
I'm
those
a
original
subscriber.
VJs.
Yeah, I hear him on the 80s channel and many other channels that he's doing.
What
fine.
was your favorite MTV like show? Was it Out of Control? Was it Remote Control?
Is this even a question? Like, there is Beavis and Butthead. And
What was the
there's
one with Jenny
everything else on
McCarthy?
MTV.
What was the one with Jenny McCarthy?
That was the Love Show with the doctor.
Yes, it was. Was it called? Damn it! I could even picture how the game was played, and I can't think of the name of this show. Singled Out.
Singled Out.
Singled
That's
Out.
it. Yep. And then, of course, you remember the show that When Ben Stein's Money was big.
Yep. That was a big
Comedy
one.
Central, I believe.
Oh, was it? That wasn't on
early days of Comedy
MTV or
Central.
okay.
We used to get Rock and Jock games.
Yep.
We would get
There
MTV
are
Spring
so
Break.
Many things, there are so
I just
many
got
things
Jersey Shore.
that early 90s MTV did that, like, Rock and Jock today would be excellent. It would, especially Rock and Jock basketball, when everyone is shooting from the logo in the NBA now anyway.
Hey, you remember Real World? The first group of the Real World cast. One of them was a Mountain Brook girl.
Well, she lives here in town. I worked with her.
And wasn't the first group of the Road Rules cast, I think, had a Birmingham connection too, right?
I believe you're correct, yes.
MTV was mine in Central Alabama, baby.
Conrad, he
I
has
have got a
no
lot of
idea.
history.
He has no idea. His eyes are so big right now, Conrad, Demetri. Just what MTV used to put on to entertain
seriously,
us.
when I grew up, it was Jersey Shore and crap like
Conrad,
that. That was it.
MTV Spring Break, they would set up, and in the first few years they did it, it was outside of La Villa and Spinnaker.
Yeah. Down in Panama City.
And I'm not kidding. You would look at some of those shots where they would have them. They had like a studio set up, whatever, there, and you would see the pool in the back. And you could only imagine.
Oh, it was.
You could only imagine the debauchery that was going on in the background on live television. I mean, families being formed.
MTV Spring Break had a show called The Grind. Do you remember The Grind,
yeah.
Landrum?
Yep.
The whole point of The Grind was let's put on the latest rap hits and just watch girls' butts bounce. That was the entire program.
Okay, I hate to actually talk sports for just a second.
There he is again.
But we do have breaking news. Molly, can you give us the breaking news sounder? This is serious.
That sound means there's breaking news here on the show with a very astute and serious Pat Smith standing by. Pat, what is the news?
This just in, Steelers coach Mike Tomlin is stepping down after 19 seasons in Pittsburgh.
Go get Harbaugh.
He just notified the team in a meeting. So the headline, Mike Tomlin is stepping down after 19 seasons as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Do you not just twist the knife into your rivals and say you didn't want him, he's good enough for us? Do you not hire John Harbaugh?
Oh, I don't know about that for Pittsburgh. I feel like they have more rebuilding to do than Harbaugh's ever been asked to do.
It was just an idea.
Gonna need a quarterback.
Right. I mean, again, rebuilding. Now, maybe they win the Ty Simpson sweepstakes in the 20s or 30s.
Never had a losing season.
Isn't that amazing?
NFL. Mike Tomlin.
That is incredible.
Need more Mike
If anybody
Tomlins.
could coach Tua out of his funk, I think it's Mike Tomlin.
So do we see him in a broadcast booth?
I think we see him in a broadcast booth for a year, and then he goes back. I think he does the Sean Payton thing, right?
I think he'd be very good in the broadcast booth.
So if I'm not mistaken, the AFC North only has one coach currently, right?
That is correct.
Taylor.
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor at Cincinnati.
Yeah,
We're talking about Tennessee can't find a quarterback, and now the AFC North can't find a coach.
It is not crazy if Tomlin does not go to TV for a year. It's not crazy to think that those three coaches just get put in a bag, shook up, and they end up at different AFC North locations, is it?
Yeah.
That's possible.
And I saw where your team that you cover on a daily basis, the Carolina Panthers, are going to pick up the fifth-year option on Bryce Young. So you were ready to throw him away last year, Meat, and now he's going to be back for year 5.
I would like to point out, because I'm sure down in Birmingham, I know Dan Morgan, Carolina Panthers GM, I know his weekly press conferences get huge ratings. But for people that may have missed it, he came out, and before anyone asked the question, that was the first thing he said. So there was belief up here that they were wavering and really going to pin a lot on that playoff game. I think Dan Morgan knew what he wanted to do all along. I think there was, inside the building, never any question that Bryce was getting at least the 5th year picked up.
So are you sold on him, though, Demetri? That's the question. What are your
Am
thoughts?
I sold on Bryce? Oh, yeah, I am. I don't think he's ever going to be a franchise quarterback top, 5'10" guy, but I think that in the new NFL, you can win with a guy like Bryce. A guy that, here's something I said on our podcast this week. I think he is the polar opposite of Lamar Jackson, where in terms of talent, I don't think you can do much better than Lamar Jackson, but do you trust him in a big moment? I think there are a lot of guys that are probably more talented than Bryce, but over and over again, he makes plays when he absolutely has to. This is the most successful team on 4th down in the NFL this season, and a big part of that is Bryce's mentality of not panicking, of when he takes off, it's not about how many yards can I get right now, it's about where is that hole going to open up. I think he's somebody that I'm perfectly satisfied as my team's quarterback for the next 5 or 10 years.
All right, so here's the deal. So Pittsburgh, with Tomlin stepping down, they've had 3 head coaches in 56 years as a franchise, which is amazing.
That's remarkable.
But I'm making this prediction right now. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on June the 2nd, 1961.
Oh, no.
Kirk Cignetti is going to be your next head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It'd be perfect. He looks exactly like that mascot.
Yeah.
He might even show up to games wearing overalls.
Hey, they could go a lot worse than Kirk Cignetti.
They certainly could.
Agreed.
I'd interview him before Adam Gase or Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
He's accomplished more. Everybody thought that Freeman was going to be the guy to make the leap to the NFL. He's accomplished more than Freeman.
I feel like Cignetti's actually been good for college football and what he's done there at Indiana. Let's not usher him to the NFL too quick. Can we at least have maybe a year or 2 more? I'm just interested to see if he can sustain it. I think everybody is, but how do you argue with what he's done in his first 2 seasons?
I mean, I agree. I don't think that I want Kurt Signetti out the door. I'm just saying that if the Pittsburgh Steelers wanted to go poke it around Kurt Signetti, I'm okay with that. I think that's
You call
fun.
Kirby Smart. He hadn't won a natty in a while.
No, he's not the best coach in college football anymore, according to Joel Klatt, so they got to go after Sig.
I tell you what, if he wants a place where he never gets criticism at all and gets applause at his press conferences, this might be where Dabo ends up, boys.
Oh. That would be
Pittsburgh
interesting.
Steelers head coach Dabo Swinney.
Yeah, that fits. Whew. Yeah.
That would be.
The Rooneys they're big Catholics, right?
Yes.
I saw him blessing the field with the holy water, the new turf.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's going to be a problem for Dabo.
He can convert.
I'll let you have that conversation.
I'll let you have that conversation.
I'm not the one offering the contract. That's something for them to talk about.
All right, so I assume you're going to get naked and get in the bubble bath and talk about the national championship game coming up. Is that what we're going to get later this week?
I don't know. I feel like as every SEC fan is right now, we don't know that there is a football game coming up next week. We're all focused on the transfer portal.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I did want to ask you, so from alumni to alumni, the last 48 hours, did you
listen to that.
Did you ever hit the panic button, Demetri, or
Alumni
no?
to alumni.
I hit the panic button, but for a different reason than maybe some of our other fellow members of the University of Alabama National Alumni Association might have.
Okay.
How much money do you
Tomlin-
contribute to that, by the way,
Yeah,
Demetri?
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was about to say. I know I pay my $100 every month. What the hell are you people doing?
Did
that
you
we
like the
can't hang on
brie
to
that
it?
Conrad served at your last meeting when he brought the snacks?
And see, this is the thing, Landrum, is it's not that he
Demetri,
served the
one-
brie that made
one
me so
ground to
thankful. It's
another.
that he imported it straight from Europe.
Yeah. Brie's a good soft
Oh,
cheese. Are you
only
good
the
with the
best,
rind?
bro.
Do you eat the rind and all?
I eat the rind, and I'm always upset that I did. But next time I have brie, I'll totally forget that I ate the rind and didn't like it.
What is going on down? Oh, yeah, I ate the rind.
All makes sense now.
Kind of like that penny you swallowed when you were a kid. There it is.
That's right.
All right. Now, Demetri, this has been fun.
I like to imagine every week, boys, that your listeners in this segment wondering why they just did this to themselves for the last 15 minutes.
Oh, it's fun. There was a lot of laughter, frivolity.
I got a great history lesson on MTV.
We had breaking news
Sure.
in the middle of the segment. We went down memory lane with the MTV. Yeah,
Conrad tried to get Dabo to turn Catholic.
yeah.
Listen, you know what I used to tell my old bosses in my rock radio days when they would say that they think me and my partner were the only one enjoying the conversation we were having in the morning? I would always say, well, no one else was in the room. Why would I care what anybody else enjoyed?
That's a great way to look at it every single day. That's how Pat and I
It's a
do.
great way to look at it until they tell you you're fired.
That's right.
All right, Meat. Enjoy the week, and we'll catch up with you next Tuesday.
All right, boys. Sounds good. Talk to you then.
See ya. That is Demetri Ravanos joining us from Awful Announcing, SEC Unfiltered, the college football bubble bath, you name it. Great guy. He joined us on the Higginbotham Hotline. You deserve solutions that are built for you. Higginbotham is your one-source solution for insurance, financial, and HR services.
Mike Tomlin stepping down as the Steelers head coach. That is the breaking news this hour. We'll get to your phone calls and your texts as we continue on Three Man Front. Three-man front, we continue live from Social Taco. We still have Pat Ponders, Demetri Ravanos joining us, as he typically does on Tuesdays. Also, Ty Richardson from the state of Arkansas, and our buddy Mike Griffith talking SEC. All of that found at jocksfm.com and the Three-Man Front podcast. We tell you about it every day. Our friends at Prize Picks, you can join millions of users. Sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Prize Picks is simple to play. You pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Last night, football on a Monday night, we did not do well. We would try to get back on track. We're going to do it with college basketball, Conrad.
That's right.
Mississippi State hosting Alabama at the Hump, 8 o'clock tip. Josh Hubbard, Mississippi State. Love watching him play. 23.5 points. The player projected stat, more or less.
Oh, they're so good at this because he's averaging 23 a game, which leads the SEC. You know what? They're at home against Alabama. Maybe smell some blood after 2 losses. Let's go more.
All right, we're going to go
Big night
more
for
than
Hubbard.
23.5, so Josh Hubbard needs to have 24 or more. LeBaron Philon, 20.5 points.
They're so good at this again. Even the other night, he didn't play great. He didn't shoot the ball well, and he still finished with about 20. So we'll go more for both of them.
All right, we're going to go more for both. We hit on both of those. We're a winner. You can be a winner, too. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WJOX. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WJOX. $50 in lineups after your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
So did you guys see the viral video of the Mite hockey brawl? Did y'all see that?
I have not heard of that.
Okay, yeah, do a Mite.
Was it the kids?
Yes.
Oh, I did see the video of the kids.
MITE hockey brawl at an AHL game. It's now facing multiple investigations.
I thought it was staged.
If you have not seen it, you need to pull it up when you get a chance. The incident occurred during the Hershey Bears Mites on ice intermission segment. Players from the Central Pennsylvania Panthers Youth Ice Hockey Club began fighting as Bears and Cleveland Monsters personnel were in the dressing rooms at the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. The Mite players, including the goalies, rushed towards one another and traded punches. One player to hit his own teammate. No officials attempted to break up the brawl, and the crowd cheered on the youth players.
Of course they did.
Yes.
Mite hockey players are age 8 and under.
Yeah. They had pads on.
I'm sorry, if you just showed me this video and gave me no context, I would think this was an event where you watched little people play hockey and they got into a fight.
Well, what was interesting is
Honestly.
watching the video, because Pat said you had one player that hit his own teammate. Yeah, during one point, and it starts like a mini dog pile.
Yeah.
He goes and dog piles on his own guy. That's when I thought, okay, well, this is staged. But maybe not.
Video
You got a
take
3 versus 1. That's not even fair for these kids.
Video
That's a
taken
really
by
fat
fans inside the arena began to spread on social media Saturday night. The fight was even mentioned on Hockey Night in Canada. In a statement Sunday, the Atlantic Amateur Hockey Association referred to the incident as a staged fight. They said Sunday in a statement that the appropriate disciplinary action will be taken against those players and team officials involved with the staged fight after the investigation. The statement noted that neither it nor the USA Hockey sanctioned the Bears Mites on ice game on Saturday. The Central Pennsylvania Youth Club pledged an internal review to fully understand the circumstances surrounding the incident.
So they're saying that they think it was staged by the 2 teams?
Yes.
Yeah,
they
I
intended to
immediately
do
thought
this?
when I watched it, this is staged, but this is a great idea, and this is great entertainment.
But they're like actually punching each other in the face.
Yes.
Like it looks like they got hurt.
They grow them different up there, Conrad.
Apparently so.
The Central Pennsylvania Panthers are based in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and were founded in the early 1990s. Team features players ages 4 through 18. These particular players are age 8.
Yeah, if we had the 18-year-old beating up on the 8-year-old, that'd be one
That's
thing.
Yeah, that's a felony. I'm pretty
Those
sure.
8-year-olds, they were getting
Can't
after
do
it.
that. Yeah, they're not going to get picked on the playground. That's for sure.
But the fans were going nuts in the arena.
I love it. Well, I like it looks like a guy in a bear costume just skating around the ice while it's happening. Like the mascot's just kind of out there.
Oh, it gets
encouraging
it gets even better.
I like a good mascot game against kids. You ever see that?
Yeah.
They'll stiff arm the kid running
Oh,
for
yeah.
the end zone.
Oh yeah.
So So this amateur hockey team, they're an affiliate of the NHL's Washington Capitals.
Yeah.
And they also feature games between might-aged players during games. One on Thursday night featured Capitals captain Alex Ovechkin, his son. He's big.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about the NHL, but
I was about to say, Ovechkin's one of the best ever.
He's one of the best.
But if you're going to stage a hockey fight for a bunch of kids, wouldn't it, or stage a fight in sports, wouldn't it be hockey? Wouldn't
Absolutely.
That would be the one you would pick, right?
Well, yeah, because you can.
I would say football right there. Because you got a bigger helmet on, and you got pads on.
But we think hockey, it's naturally an environment that
it's part of the game.
Yeah, feels
And
like they
it's great.
cultivate that.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
I mean, look at the fans. Look at the fans.
Well, that's
Get
the
him,
thing.
Jimmy.
The fact you don't see parents like trying to break down the barriers and get on the ice to get their kids, I think that just kind of.
Now, if somebody gets hit inadvertently with a skate,
Well, see, that's the other problem.
Sure.
You've had.
Thank God no kid just decided I'm going to take hockey stick and whack you with
But
it.
if you just look at the fans on the glass, I mean, it's like Jerome Stoudemire Bouchard is back playing in downtown Birmingham.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Some pretty good hooks there. Look at the mascot. The mascot's not even doing anything.
That's what I'm saying. He's just out there
The
on the
mascot's
ice.
just like skating around.
Yep.
Like it's no big deal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, there you go. There's an investigation. There's no more
There's-
fun in the world. Where else can you have 8-year-olds fight at a hockey game?
Freeman was there.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog catching frisbees is entertaining, but that.
Yeah, I
Something
want that
else.
at halftime.
Yeah.
Of sporting events, yeah, just.
I mean, balancing plates on your face on a unicycle is one thing.
I mean, I like Red Panda. She's great, but
But 8-year-olds fighting at a hockey game.
yeah.
Come down to the South, kids. We'll find you a venue.
So 3-man front will do some Pat Ponders on this Taco Tuesday live from Social Taco.
Welcome back. Social Taco. Everybody's sticking around today. We have like a big surprise for Pat waiting at the end. Who knows?
Ooh, do we?
Maybe.
That'd be fun.
We celebrate Pat.
Well, we have to do it after the show ends. He doesn't want anything to do with us, so we need to make sure we get this
Yeah, you have a
done.
very short window. By the time we go off the air until 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Got to get in there quickly.
Yeah. Don't call because I'm not.
Gotta go home and get ready. Listen to your Metallica. Don't you go over to Gringo's, turn the lights out, and y'all listen to Metallica before you go down to
My
the
first
Stadium
season
Bowl?
of bowling, I actually did that. I
sure you
made
did.
myself like a hype.
Now you're
soundtrack.
mellow. Is it just like Dark
Bunch
Side
of music
of the
that
Moon or
Conrad listens to.
something? I don't think you want
Bunch
that.
of nasty words. Yeah,
That's me.
that's yeah. I don't listen to that anymore.
No, you shouldn't.
No,
It's bad for you.
I shouldn't either.
no. We've already qualified for the playoffs. We're in the playoffs at the end of the year, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, are you? When does your regular season come to a close?
That would be late May.
And you're
Goodness.
already locked up a spot in the postseason?
Yeah,
So you're just bowling for fun.
you do it by quarters. Yeah,
So
we
are y'all-
qualify quarterly.
Gotcha.
So we qualified in the last quarter.
So are y'all the Indiana of this league? Or?
Some people would say we are the Indiana of this league.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make you Signetti, Mendoza, Omar Cooper? What are you?
No.
How are you?
I'm the guy that got hurt after the Big Ten championship game.
Oh, jumping up and celebrating?
Yeah, the guy that got hurt celebrating,
Yeah,
the pass
lineman.
rusher.
Yeah.
Or you're like
That apparently they didn't need.
You're like Grammatica when he like tore his ACL when he jumped up after a made field goal.
That's who I am
Yeah.
on our team. Gary's more Signetti because he doesn't wear an undershirt.
I respect that.
So
Is he so bare-chested?
neither's
Yeah,
Don Don
you know,
right
you
now.
gotta have
Did you
the-
notice that? He's going Signetti
Oh,
on his
wow.
Auburn pullover.
Doesn't he always?
What's wrong?
With a little quarter zip rain short sleeve.
I would just have rather made it through the next 30 minutes without
Did you not
that.
realize that?
I do now. It's one of those things where once you see it, you can't not see it,
I got.
unfortunately.
You're making BB blush.
Should I read that somebody said comedian and now I think he's deceased, Leslie Jordan, that if you close your eyes, it's Don Don. I disagree.
All right, let's do some ponders. Brought to you by Courtesy GMC in Trustful.
He was funny on that show.
Brought to you by Courtesy GMC in Trustful. Goodbye and see them off of I-459 exit 32 in Trustful. Question number 1. If Aaron Rodgers retires, he would be the first player in NFL history to throw a pick six in the playoffs on his final pass attempt of his career. Do you guys think he comes back for one more season?
I don't think he does. I thought it was interesting last night, though, with that pick six. Like, that's going to be the last.
Yeah.
But the weirdness, the awkwardness, the tough to figure out that is Aaron Rodgers. I said, if there's one quarterback that would say, nope, that seals it, it's the last pass, I don't have it anymore that I'm going to throw, I could see Aaron Rodgers that being it.
Fitting in for me.
But I have to think that he comes back and he plays. Maybe spot duty. He pulls like a they kind of alluded to it on the broadcast last night, like a Phillip Rivers. Somebody calling you saying, hey, we're in desperate need.
Yeah, maybe. I could see something like that. I'm going to lean towards no, and the big reason is because I feel like if he was going to come back, the safest bet would have been just come back to Pittsburgh for another year. But now that Mike Tomlin stepped down, new coach is going to come in, probably going to want his own quarterback or draft somebody. So I'm going to say no. I think he hangs it up, and as weird as it would be kind of a fitting way for his career to end with a pick six in the postseason.
I think he'll come back. I think he said in that press conference he didn't want to make any emotional decisions right now, given how that game ended. But, it's Aaron Rodgers. I think we'll see him for maybe another year. But, honestly, it wouldn't really shock me either way.
Well, wouldn't it be fitting because he won his one Super Bowl with the Packers, beat Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, and that's how you close out your career with Mike Tomlin.
I was just worried about him coming back on the field last night with a minute and change left and leading them down to get in field goal range, and all of a sudden Tomlin decides he wants to kick the field goal.
So the over hits?
The under, yeah.
Well, I thought you might throw him back out there. Hey, let's throw a little 5-yard out route so your last pass is not a pick six. Like, just go out there do.
I'm sure Aaron Rodgers had the option to go back out. And he probably said, you know
no.
what?
Yeah.
It's 28 degrees.
Yeah, put the beanie on. Yep,
I've been out there enough with that offense last night.
it was bad.
All right, we're going to stay on the theme of the Steelers for question number 2. The Steelers are now the first team in NFL history to lose 5 straight playoff games by double digits. Mike Tomlin just about an hour ago, he stepped down as the head coach. He's probably going to try his luck now as a TV analyst in the NFL. So it got me thinking, who is your least?
Oh, studio guys?
Studio.
Guy.
Not on in game.
I love Gronk.
All right, so he's your favorite?
I love Gronk. He's the most entertaining to me.
Okay. Who's your least favorite?
Well, I guess, are you talking about just the pregame shows? Or can it be somebody that's like on a NFL studio show that's... I was going to say Ryan Clark, but I guess that doesn't count.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Ryan Clark?
Yeah, does that count?
No, that's fine. We'll accept it.
Okay.
We'll accept it.
So I like Gronk and I don't like Ryan Clark.
Okay. All right.
This is not merely from just analysis. This is no, I'm not going there. Call me crazy. I just like him, Jimmy Johnson.
Jim Johnson's good. I like Jimmy.
Who do you not like? Who's your least favorite?
His favorite.
Or you like them all?
I don't know if I really have a least favorite.
See, I was about to say, there's none of them that
See,
I
I
just
don't, yeah.
really don't like. Like, there's some that, like, I think Michael Strahan's not fine, but I don't love listening to Michael Strahan. He's not bad.
Okay, Michael Irvin at times.
Michael, okay, yeah.
Well, it's just if you're not ready for it.
It's a lot.
It's kind of like Gus Johnson.
It's a
He's
lot.
got to be ready for it.
I agree.
I think you spill your coffee. What about you? Do you have a least favorite?
I think Terry Bradshaw has served his purpose.
Okay.
Fair. But you got to take Terry's money every Sunday. Or whatever that thing is that they do.
That's my least.
Man, I'm going to tell you.
It's my least favorite.
Okay.
Is Terry Bradshaw.
Who's your favorite?
I take that back. My least favorite has got to be Jason Garrett from NBC.
Oh, that's a great one.
Okay.
You're right. That is probably my
That,
least.
that's my least
That's a
favorite.
great
It's,
one.
it's
Can we
not
all
Terry.
pile on Jason Garrett?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Forgot about Jason Garrett.
What about you, Molly?
So, for, I guess, halftime for the ESPN Monday night games, I've liked Jason Kelsey since he's stepped in. And, not to sound biased because I'm also a female, and I don't know if this counts, but I like Mina Kimes and Laura Rutledge on NFL Live.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll accept
I think
it.
they're both very good.
All right,
Very good.
question number 3. Hard Rock Stadium seats 65,000. The stadium is also the home field for the Miami Hurricanes. The Canes averaged 63,000 a game this season at Hard Rock. On Monday night, with get-in prices currently at $3,500 just to get into the game, what will be the percentage split of fans between Indiana and Miami for the game in the 65,000-seat stadium?
I think there's going to be more Indiana fans there than people might think.
Yeah, I think it'd be closer than it was in Atlanta. I will go
Like 60-40 Miami.
60-40.
I think there's going to be a lot of Indiana fans that go to that game.
I think
I mean, Hard Rock's never really that packed when it's a Miami home game.
and you're not
I think it's mostly going to be Indiana.
we're not going to be able to separate true Miami fans as opposed to, hey, I live here in Miami. Oh yeah.
Fair.
They're good this year.
But we'll count them as Miami
if you're
fans.
buying buying those tickets, then you're probably invested somehow emotionally, or you just got more money.
I would count them
you know
as
what
the
to do
Miami
with.
people, yeah.
But Indiana will still outdraw Miami.
Oh,
there in South Florida.
Oh, you think it'll be more Indiana than Miami?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I was saying 60-40 Miami and then 40% Indiana.
No, I think you have more Indiana
See, I'm
fans.
with Landrum. I think there's going to
there.
be more Indiana.
Okay. It'll be a lot. What do you think, Pat? You think it'll be close to 50-50?
No, I think this is gonna remind me. I'll never forget the Notre Dame Alabama National Championship game in that stadium. I was Notre Dame folks, I mean, it was probably 70-30 over Alabama. And Alabama put the whipping on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pretty good, and that place emptied out pretty daggum quick.
Yeah, what was it, 42-14?
Pretty quick.
Now that I remember.
But, yeah, it was startling to see. But, again, Notre Dame was playing for a national championship, and those Snowbirds wanted to come down to South Florida, and I think the same thing, because I would think the majority of Indiana fans believe that they will
win the game. Yeah.
Well, and a lot of the IU
championship.
folks, they didn't have to spend airfare. They drove down. From my understanding, a lot of them just made the trip down to Atlanta last week. So, yeah, I think Indiana fans, just being around it, my wife and her family, and just what it has meant for that program, I think they're all doing whatever they can.
It very well may be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Got to take advantage.
Yep. All right, the final question today comes courtesy of BB. BB writes, it's interesting how married couples approach the subject of finances. A recent report surfaced about a man who never shares any financial information with his wife, including the amount of money he makes. Purchasing clothing, shoes, and accessories and hiding them away until a future date. So she's asking, what is your definition of relationship?
I have no idea.
I don't give my always broke. It's worked well for me in 3.5 years of marriage.
That is Landrum's definition of a good.
Keeping it real, and hey, this is our outgoing. Make sure that everybody's on the same page, just so you know, because I handle our bill paying, and just saying, all right, the same page, but we both know that we have to answer to each other as far as our finances. She works just like I do, so
I was about to say, Paige and I, whatever, everything. We're very transparent about it, and really our only thing is we're pretty good about, being responsible about things, and we just have an agreement. If you're going to purchase something over a certain dollar amount, then you need to, bring it up to the other person and have a conversation if we can afford it.
You just got to be careful. The thing that if you want surprises, just don't look at your bank account during Christmas time.
That's our rule in the month of December. We don't look at the bank account. Yep. Or the Amazon order list and stuff.
How about you, Molly?
Sure. I don't really know.
Sure.
Whatever works.
What about you, Pat?
I'm on the same page as you in regards to.
Tell me you're broke.
Well, no, I mean I do the bill paying, and we have a joint account.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because like her parents, they never had the same account. They had two separate accounts.
Yeah.
My parents had a joint account. We have a joint account. So I mean it's to each is their own.
My parents had a joint
works.
account, but I think my grandparents
had separate.
They had separate accounts.
Yeah, and again, to each is their own. However you can make it work. But I subscribe the way you do. I mean, it's like, okay, look, here's where we are. Just be cognizant of that.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, whatever you want to do, that's cool. Just
know that this is what it is.
Absolutely.
See, I know that are around my age that are married that have essentially separate bank accounts, and they will just Venmo or whatever. Like one person will pay maybe the rent, the other person pays the utilities and groceries or something like that, and they kind of split it up that way.
To each is their own, whatever it was. All right, that's today's Pat Ponders, brought to you by Courtesy GMC and Trustful. Goodbye and see them off of I-459, exit 32, or you can shop online every single day, every single minute at courtesybirmingham.com.
Latest happenings from the college football transfer portal will get you up to date on that as Three-Man Front continues on Jocks.
It's been a great show. Always appreciate the fun folks coming out and joining us every Tuesday from 10 until 2. Appreciate it very much. Hope you'll join us again here at Social Taco next Tuesday from 10 until 2. And one thing's for sure, Landrum, as the transfer portal is quickly getting ready to come to a close on Friday night at midnight. Players have to have their papers submitted to the compliance office at their current. It seems like it's kind of slowed up a little bit in regards to the transactions, because a lot of schools, if you start looking at the top ranked schools according to 247, I mean, you're talking about, anywhere in the low 20s to high 20s with commitments. I mean, my goodness, I'm sitting here looking. You had LSU with 24, Penn State 34, Oklahoma State 44, Ole Miss 13, Kentucky 24, A&M 18, Indiana 15, Auburn 24, Bama currently sits at 11. So kind of all over the place.
It depends on how you look at it. If you're a Gator fan, but Florida edge rusher, is it Brian Taylor? Spells it B-R-I-E-N. He has entered the transfer portal, played 2 seasons with the Gators, started his career at Blinn Junior College for 2 seasons, landed at Florida, playing a large role in 2 seasons. He totaled 38 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble in the last 2 seasons. Originally a 4-star recruit out of Houston, Texas, but you've got Brian Taylor.
Let's bring him in.
Now in the portal.
It is interesting. I just wonder whether it's him or even like the Seton kid, right, who's like a kind of a big dollar guy.
Right.
Like, what's the last week look like for them, right, in terms of why now, right? And, I mean, they can do whatever they want. It's just kind of a question of, have you been negotiating this whole time? Like, what is it that changed after a week where you've had probably the whole season to decide if you're going to enter the portal or not, and now I just think that's kind of interesting, like what goes through their mind and how they come to that decision, these guys that enter pretty late.
Also coming from Pete Nakos, that Auburn is trending to land LSU transfer wide receiver Kyle Parker. Parker posted 31 catches, 330 yards, 4 touchdowns this past season, has 2 years of eligibility remaining. So maybe that's the next get for the Auburn Tigers. Meanwhile, for Alabama, we wait to see who the Tide adds to that class. How many more we expect?
Yeah, and speaking of Alabama, Ty Simpson made it official today. He signed his paperwork to go to the NFL, so the Vols lose again.
Ty Simpson 2-0 now in his career against Tennessee.
Yes. So Tennessee offered him $4+ million to stay out of the NFL and be a part of the Vol Nation for 2026, and he said, yet. No thanks.
Is he the first Alabama quarterback to beat Tennessee twice in the same season?
I think so.
It's remarkable. What a legacy that guy's leaving behind.
You think about the legacy of Ty Simpson, seriously, all kidding aside. I mean,
he's one of the good ones, man.
Yeah, was there. Obviously, he had 4 different offensive coordinators as a quarterback.
Somebody that had many opportunities to go elsewhere, and I think, honestly, a big part of why he's probably going to the NFL is I do think there's that part of him that's I can't stomach the idea of wearing a uniform that's not Alabama in college. Yeah. And there's not a lot of those guys left.
Or I can't stomach playing with a bunch of guys that don't love it as much as I do.
There you go.
Very real.
I'm not saying, I'm just.
Hope you'll join us tomorrow. We'll be back in studio. Appreciate everybody joining us today at Social Taco.
God is great.